Welcome to the Emerging Lawyer at the Coffee Conversation Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is Moot Coach to Capital Markets. We have with us Saurav Das, Senior Associate at Trilegal, a seasoned expert in capital markets. Having honed his skills at Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas for over 6 years, Saurav has emerged as a rising star in corporate law. From the bustling corridors of Christ University to managing high stakes transactions, his journey reflects resilience, passion, and excellence. So, Saurabh, welcome to today's coffee conversation.
Thank you, Lion. Thank you for this introduction.
Okay, so just wanted to explain you beside the two rounds, the professional journey, there is a rapid fire, the surprise round. So you have
Sure.
to be witty, funny, and quick, and you'll
Yeah.
get to read a book, which will
Okay.
be autographed and sent to you.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Con Show and legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startup SMEs with world-class technology solutions, software licensing, and tech training. So my first question, Saurav, uh, what got you interested in law and how has the journey been till date?
See, the journey has been mixed. I think every individual has a different experience. My friends have a different experience. For me, I think uh, it's been 6.5 years to 7 years right now. I am doing this. I am into capital markets practice. Started in 2018. Initially, actually, I wanted to do GC, but since I did not get an opportunity in CAM in GC because the vacancies were all filled in, then I joined capital markets. So, as an associate, since I joined A0 as an A0 in 2018, as an associate, first few years were, little bit long hours you had to put because you do a lot of due diligence work at capital markets, and then you have to draft something called a draft rendering prospectus. It goes to SEBI and it gets reviewed, and then the IPO happens. So I think for the initial years, it was long hours, but yeah, with long hours, I think the learning also comes into place because of those long hours as an associate. I think where I have been now, it's because of that. And I say this to all associates as well when they say that, how long can this continue? I say that please hold on for a while. This long hours will be fruitful for the next few years. So, yeah, I think those challenges were those. But yeah, these 6 years just passed by, and this is where we are right now.
Wow, beautiful. So, Saurabh, what excites you the most about working in capital markets law and what keeps you motivated in such a high pressure domain?
See, the motivation is mostly, I think, learning, and the that this can be of two parts. One is learning at the initial phases, as I said earlier, and then I think for me, doing big transactions is one of the key factors that I consider capital markets for. As at CAM, in my previous law firm, I have done IPOs like Mamath, Ola Electric. So these are the big brand names, like everyday household names which people take. I have done LIC. So when people talk about it, you also feel good. Your family feels good. You feel good internally. I think not for everybody this will be a factor, but for me, I think this is one of the most big factors because since college I wanted to do something, at big so that people at least remember. This was one of the this was one of the factors because of which I wanted to join a tier one firm because they do most of these practices, which will be renowned and known. So this is, I think, one of the main factors which pushes me.
Very, what do you say? Uh, Coming with a focused, your you will go a long way. Okay, what you want to do and which law firm you want to join and how it will help you in your career. That helps your vision. And so my next question is related to that only. What
Yeah.
skill experience from your time at Christ University prepared you the most for tier one top law firms to work in?
So I think a lot. Your college is a foundation as how you become disciplined and what you learn. And in Christ, discipline is one of the main factors. Like, I think discipline is one at par, I can say academics. But yeah, discipline, when you see it at one level with academics, I would rank discipline more in that college in Christ University because uh, it made me wear formals, that how you have to wear formals and go to an office. Because I don't think so in other colleges, specifically some of the national law schools, I don't want to name them, they don't have that formal attire culture. While when we speak about it, it looks very small or it appears very small, but I think what those are one of the foundations that make differentiates you from a student to an associate or a to be associate. So I think discipline was one of the factors. Secondly, the opportunities that you get. I think in Christ College, there are a lot of opportunities, be it professional opportunities, be it co-curricular, extracurricular. If you want to do sports, there are a lot of sports opportunities. If you want to do moot, there are a lot of mooting opportunities. In our time, I think it has got become better now. As I hear from students who intern at Trilegal with us over here, they are also, most of them are from Christ because Christ is where my office is in Bangalore and Christ is in Bangalore. So we tie up with the college mostly, but yeah, I think this has improved, be it moot, be it research skills, be it academics, or be it placement and internship. So I think the opportunity has increased. And for me also, as I said, the skills that I have owned in my college life is discipline. And I think through opportunities of interning, the technical skills I have developed being in Christ College.
That's very beautiful. Okay. Saurabh, how do you balance the technicalities of capital market law with the need for innovation in structuring deals?
See, capital markets is a place where you need innovation. I think so. When I joined in 2018, there were not much innovation opportunities, but I think starting just pre-COVID, we have seen softwares like Kira, then we have seen softwares like Abby Fine Reader, which we never used to do before. In 2018, when I'll give you an instance. In 2018, when I joined, we did not have Kira at that point of time, or I think it was being tested. So the opportunity for us to use that was very less. And one of the work streams in our practice is reviewing loan documents. That is very boring, to be honest. Nobody wants to review loan documents to find out key clauses where you need consent requirements. And I personally feel it's very boring. I always used to run away from it. But when Kira came into our life, you just had to give that. And see, one company might have 200 loans, and those 200 loans can be, one loan can be a 50 page. So just multiply, you know, how much pages will it be for an associate to read. So we used to give everything to Kira and get an output after that. And I think that changed our life. So a 7 day job became, I think, 1 day to review that output and then give answers to your client who wants to know whether there are any consent requirements or triggers or not. So I think technology goes hand in hand with capital markets practice. At least I can speak for that. Other practices also, yes. I am not, I don't know much about how much, but in other practices, but in capital markets is one of the key factors.
Wow. So, Saurabh, as a senior associate, how do you ensure that your legal advice aligns with client goals in high stakes capital market transactions?
Uh, See, you cannot be wrong. I think that is one of the factors. If because as I said, we worked with high level clients, majorly doing main board IPOs, and the clients are, as I said, I quoted few companies like Ather, Mamath, LIC, one of the biggest the biggest insurer of this country. So you cannot be wrong. There is no opportunity to be wrong at this stage, at this level when you are a senior associate. So it's fine if you don't know an answer and you can check research because nobody knows everything of law. You have to read, and then you have to sharpen your knife. So in case we don't know an answer, it's good to not give a wrong answer, but it's
Mm.
always better to give an answer which is accurate, focused, and to the point. Because see, clients will look up to you when they do a transaction. I mean, and DRHPs, what we do in capital markets, DRHPs, RHPs, and prospectus, it's a liability document. It cannot go wrong. It has high stakes. So yeah,
Wow. So, can you share an instance, Saurav, where a challenging client interaction taught you a valuable lesson?
it has taught me a very valuable lesson. I think how it has actually shaped me to what I am today. So I would not like to name that client, but yeah,
Yeah.
what we consider, if my associates would be watching this video, they can very well resonate from it. Uh, uh, so in DRHPs, when we draft, as I said, as an associate, you have to do heavy due diligence. In DRHPs, we have a section called our management where you put in the profile of directors. And this is dating back in 2009, 2018, when I was a 6 month old associate. Our management is basically what the director has worked in, where the director has worked in before. So this comes from law that in the profile there has to be some specific points which you have to include from the SEBI regulations. So I think it was my bad. I did not take it seriously and I'd missed those points, some of the key points, and the client got very angry. And it went to a different loophole. So I think that was one of the most challenging situation at that point of time, where you had to manage the client also. You have to manage your seniors as well, because obviously they are facing the heat, because I am very new to the practice, 6 months old, and the seniors face the heat much because they are client facing at that point of time. So yeah, that has taught me a very valuable lesson. After that, I am very, very careful specifically about profiles, that you don't miss anything, so that I don't go back to the 2018 era where I'm looking at, my senior and the senior is shouting at me. So to avoid the situation, yeah, you have to be very careful. You cannot go wrong. I will
Wow.
be repeating that most of the times, but yeah, in capital markets, you cannot go wrong. That is the key point.
Okay. For our viewers out there, uh, how does a day look for you uh, for working for capital markets? Like there are too many things to be looked into, and you're coordinating with too many people. So just take us through the process.
Yeah. See, so as a senior associate, I think there are different types of responsibility that you have. So once you join as an associate, if you go back few years, once you join as an associate, you have maybe in a transaction three work streams to handle with. And if you have done those three work streams, if you have tick marked those, you don't have to do anything. That is your sole responsibility. Then there is a second associate who want to do three work streams. So there are six work streams. And then there is a senior associate who manages those six work streams. So that is point one. Then you have to manage your client as well. There might be a call from a client that I need something very urgently. You have to do that. There is, in case, until and unless there is unreasonability, you cannot say no. Or else, in case something very pressing. And then there are internal work streams as well, which resonates from partners and other senior partners that you have. So from a senior associate perspective, I think it's mostly review and manage. That is the key scale I think a senior associate will be looking upon. From associate perspective, it's heavy due diligence, learning the law mostly. So when I became a senior associate, I think things changed a bit for me at least. I don't have to do due diligence anymore because my associates are there to do for me and help me out on that front. But yeah, the responsibility is very different. Like you become the face of the one of the faces of the transaction with your partners. If you go wrong, it looks bad. So yeah, you have to be correct at most of the times or all the times. Not most, all the times.
Thank you for that because we have viewers out there, students and young legal professionals
Yeah.
who will get to learn. And I'm also learning about what capital markets you told about DHR, uh, the
DRHP.
DHRP, then red herring, so many things.
Yeah.
Because I've also done some research for what do you
Mm,
say, uh, SEBI IPOs and all those things.
mm,
For my research work for investment into IPO. So
Okay, okay.
ET, that advertisement.
Ah, ET, that ET
Yeah, then go
advertisement that
to
comes in that,
yeah, then go to
yeah.
SEBI ki website.
Uh,
The prospectus are there. Download the PDFs, all those
mm,
things.
yeah.
That was so.
Okay.
I'm reflecting on this days where I was
Mm,
to do all my research work.
mm.
So, Saurabh, who has been your biggest influencer or mentor in for your professional journey?
In professional journey, I would say my partners over here, uh, who are currently in Trilegal as well, Vijay and Vinay. And then there are other members of the firm who are in CAM as well. So there are partners in CAM, like who is the head of capital markets, Yash. And then there are other partners in CAM also, who I think I have been there for 6.5 years, right? That is my route from where I have grown and I have come here. So I think I am there because of them. They have helped me, shaped me where I have been wrong. They have taught me that how you can do things better, how you can speak in front of clients, what you have to speak in front of clients, how you have to treat your juniors, get into the shoes of your juniors before putting a deadline which is very harsh. So I think in my professional journey, it's my seniors in CAM and my seniors over here. They were the biggest mentors with whom I have closely worked with.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the advice you received from your mentors, your seniors. We would need some advice for the young aspiring lawyers who wants to go into capital market and also like how you said in
Hmm.
earlier part of the conversation, okay, be how I want my focus was okay, I want to join top law firms like Cyril
Yeah.
or Trilegal. So, what are the preparations they should undertake before they get selected for Cyril, Trilegal, Nishit, Samvad, or any other top law firms of India?
See, I think two things. One is there is no substitute for hard work. That is one. When we choose an intern, what we see is whether they, in our practice or in GC, general corporate, it's the same. If if we choose an intern, we see whether that person's technical skills at their level is perfect or not. And how can you own your technical skills is by reading and hard work. There is no substitute. If you have a companies act, if we ask them about companies act, the basics of companies act is what we expect from them, or an intern who wants to do paralegalship in trilegal or wants to become an associate. And companies act is a statute which is taught in third year, because that is the only one thing that person should know. We will not ask them about high level FEMA questions. We will not ask them about high level IPOs, SEBI, ICDR. Basics of Companies Act is what we see in them. The next point is obviously that is not at same level as your academy, as your legal knowledge, but I think academics, that is also substituted by hard work, because academics shows discipline. So that is paramount, I think. So these are the two factors I think the kid should focus on. But I would rank knowing the law at their level at number one, I think, because without knowing, if you want to do litigation, you should know CRPC, IPC, the basics of them. So that's how. If you want to do capital markets or if you want to do GC, I think Companies Act is the one which you should go for and read it properly, as in at your level, because that is what I have done to secure a job. I had done that reading, and I am sure those who work with me, they had also done the same. And I think the next one will be which. which is very subjective, is your luck. If that you cannot take away. If it is meant to happen, that will happen. If you know the law, but there is no requirement, you may still not get it. So you shouldn't get disheartened. You should just try it on. Because I have seen people who get disheartened and then they don't want to try. I think if you just put a horse blinder, because horse, when you put a blinder, they just look straight. Just remove the distractions all over. If you have failed, try again. I would say that.
Beautiful, beautiful, Saurabh. So let's go to the next round and understand Saurabh as a person. So my first question, tell us about your family and your formative years.
Uh, so I am from Jamshedpur. I studied in Jamshedpur, grew up in Jamshedpur. I was born in Calcutta. My mother is from Calcutta. My father is from Jamshedpur, and he used to work in Tata Steel. He retired in 2012, and that's the I joined college in 2013, and then I graduated in 2018. Family-wise, I'm the sole child. So yeah, there are family responsibilities. That is how it has been, and I think being the sole child, I enjoy it much because you get all the attention, and I'm very sure the viewers who are sole children, they will be resonating from my thought. So yeah, I think I after college, I moved to Christ College in Bangalore, and then I started doing things on my own, cooking. There are various other things that you can learn staying single, staying alone and single. So that's what which are home choir related. So I learned all those there, and I think it's helping me out now as well. Washing clothes, cook, because at during COVID time it helped me a lot for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Saurabh, do you have any hobbies or creative pursuits that from your college days or your childhood days you are still continuing?
During my childhood days, I used to sketch and paint a lot, but I think that's my bad that I have not taken it forward yet. I sometimes do sketch, but not in sort of a very formal way. But yeah, since after joining law firm, I think one of the hobbies that I have explored is uh, driving or hitting the road. So during the weekend, when you are just sitting idle, I like to hit the roads. Uh, Keep aside Bangalore traffic, that is one of the main factors which sometimes doesn't let me, but yeah, I try to hit the roads whenever I can, because I think that keeps my mind very free. Just
Wow.
enjoy the journey, that's all.
So, in your road journey, uh, which places have you explored in Bangalore and around Bangalore and outskirts of Bangalore?
See, outskirts of Bangalore, I used to have a bike 2 years back. So, with my bike and some of my friends, I have been to Salem, I have been to Yerkod, I have been. So, there is a place called Mekedhatu, which is very near to Bangalore. It has Kaveri River tributary. I have been to all those places. Then there is Nandi Hills just away from airport because airport is about 60 kilometers from Bangalore. So that is
Yeah.
another stretch. So from Nandi Hills, from airport again, Nandi Hills is 30 kilometers. So it's about a 90-kilometer ride. It takes about 2 hours. So whenever it's a Friday, I think many people go there. Even I used to do that in a Friday night because Saturday is off. Sometimes it's off and sometimes it's not. But yeah, I think most of the times people go on a Saturday early morning, 4 a.m., reach Nandi Hills by 6 to just enjoy the sunset. So I think that is one of the main things. Nandi Hills was one of the main trips that I have done, to clear my mind when you have a lot of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a fun fact about you that people don't know? Your colleagues.
Fun fact. Uh, I did stand up once. I did
Ooh.
fail on that. But yeah, I would still want to do that. Many people doesn't know that I did a stand up. Some people do not, but not many. But yeah, I would want to continue it if I get an opportunity, for sure. It's mind relieving.
I know. It's
Yeah.
so keep a goal for 2025 and you will be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that is one of the main goals I will keep for this year. But yeah, learning something different too. Let's
That's
see.
interesting. So,
Yeah.
Saurav, do you have any books, movies, or TV shows that you go back for inspiration or relaxation?
TV shows is I think Friends. That is everybody's favorite. That actually relaxes you whenever you have too many things in your head. Other than books, I think I have read about Sachin Tendulkar, his autobiography. That was inspiring. So if because I follow cricket a bit, so I have read the biography of Sachin Tendulkar. That was something very inspiring, and I read this during my college days. That helped me a lot. I think reading generally does. Other than that, if there is nothing to watch, watch Friends. Yeah.
Okay. As you said, okay, you do your cooking. So, what are you
Yeah.
good at cooking?
Uh, Cooking, I think most of the Bengali dishes I know, be
Ooh.
it chicken curry, be it mutton curry, whatever Bengali people prefer. Dal,
Mm.
chicken curry, butter chicken, some Punjabi dishes too. So I think basics I know of everything. So if
So,
you
do
tell
you?
me that you prepare, I can. I do biryani also, be it
Wow.
Hyderabadi, be it West Bengal, Kolkata biryani with an aloo in it. So
Wow.
yeah,
So, do you invite your friends to for a food party?
I do. So, not in my house. So, there is a friend in whose house we go for something called potluck during Christmas.
Mhm.
So, it used to, so we used to do it in Cam also. We do in Trilegal as well. So, people gather, they bring something cooked, whatever they like. So, this year also I had done biryani. Last year also I did biryani. So, I think many people love biryani. So, I think that is the easiest way to convince people that, okay, fine, I can prepare biryani, just have it.
And
Yeah.
that's very interesting because
Yeah.
biryani takes a lot of time to prepare.
Biryani, yeah, for me, I think it takes 3.5 hours easily from starting to ending.
Yeah, and for too many people. So, do you take help of
Exactly.
your mom?
No, my mom is in Jamshedpur, so
You call her up कि भाई कितने मसाला क्या because
sometimes I do.
biryani is a
Sometimes,
laborious process
yeah,
and
sometimes I
love.
do. Sometimes I
It's
do.
love
Yeah.
because the taste
Sometimes
comes from
it
the love.
Exactly, that's right. So whenever I am stuck, obviously that's the go-to person to call to. Even if it is a dal which I am not able to prepare, I ask her out, and she tells me, "Okay, put namak, put haldi like this. After some time, after aloo is boiled, put this." So that's how.
Interesting. There
Yeah.
is one coffee speak. His name is Aditya. He's a biryani
Hmm.
fan and based. Sorry, now he's based in Cayman Islands.
Okay.
He did apna year in May. He had come down for his annual visit to his parents in
Hmm.
Hyderabad.
Hmm.
So he likes Hyderabadi biryani.
Huh.
मतलब कि different because in uh, there are different biryanis in Hyderabad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I think if you come to Bangalore ever, I'll take you Megna biryani. I'm not promoting that, but that's the best I feel.
Sure, sure, sure. There are
Yeah.
a lot of coffee speakers from Bangalore.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, there are plans to visit different cities, meet them, something like we have started doing panel discussion.
Hmm, hmm,
So, how to do that in person when I'm going there, that have to be looked into. But we
yeah.
have done on will making, sorry, navigating will making process, will transfer, and
Hmm,
inheritance
hmm.
planning. Then on ESG, recent one, 14, we did on this one, data privacy.
Okay, okay. That's
So that
interesting.
yes. So there are many more to be
Hmm.
on the way. Okay, my last question. Describe Saurav in one line.
Easy to go and funny, I would say. Okay, keep
Wow.
it easy to go. Yeah, keep it easy to go. I think that would be better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay. So let's have some fun. The rapid fire round.
yeah.
Uh, a lawyer you admire the most.
Ali Nariman,
Wow. A skill you wish you had.
flying a aeroplane,
Wow. Go to comfort food.
biryani,
Your favorite Bengali sweet.
rasgulla,
Your favorite color.
red.
Early morning meetings or late night deadlines.
Well, late night deadlines because I find it very difficult to wake up early morning.
Wow. Your favorite spot in Bengaluru to relax.
Kaban Park,
Wow. Tea or coffee?
tea, always. I
Let's
am
read
in
it.
coffee show, but yeah, I think I
I
like
know
tea
it's all
more.
right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Let's read it.
Yeah, I have it here.
So, friends, it was a lovely conversation having with Saurabh. This episode is all about capital markets and his personal journey. Right from the college days, he decided he wanted to join top law firms, and capital markets is one of the a law which he wants to interact with for high profile cases he wants to work. So this is what is all about having a focus in your life, which will help you to achieve your vision, your dreams, your aspirations, and living independently. And he is, what do you say, making so many beautiful dishes which are time consuming and, what do you say, uh, by his own, very impressive. So these are all coffee conversation speakers go down memory lane, reflect, and inspire others. Okay, wherever you are, you can live your life fully with your. He goes on. What do you say? Hit the road with his bike, with his friends. So many things. So like this, there are 300 plus episodes at the Coffee Corner Show. Watch, subscribe, get inspired, and if you want to be featured, like Saurav, visit our social media handles, the Emerging India Forum, LinkedIn, and get invited and featured. Have a cup of coffee and share your coffee stories. So take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion. Thank you for inviting me.